23rd consecutive sellout inside the jungle, and they are ready for Kentucky tonight in a game that feels like a must-win for both sides. Kentucky has lost 2 in a row despite the play of their superstar Otega-Oweh. He's coming off of a 28-point performance in a home loss to Georgia. He's had a 20-piece in 6 of the last 7 for the Cats. And with that, we welcome you to the loveliest village on the plains, and welcome to the SEC on ESPN. Wildcats, 17-9 on the season. Second loss this season with 70-plus points in the home loss to Georgia on Tuesday. They go immediately inside to Moreno, who's able to convert and goes down with an ankle injury.
For Kentucky, he rolls out of there, and he comes in off the finish. The second jump, yeah, he lands on the foot of Keyshawn Hall and rolls that thing to the outside.
Stolen away by Pettiford. He will push. Tried to drop it off. Instead, gives it right back to the Cats, and Aberdeen out in front.
A 4-point swing and a terrific job by Chandler to get back and defend without fouling in transition.
Andrea Yelovich puts it on the floor. It turns into a fadeaway, and Garrison misses the putback but follows up with it. Overton feeds the block. Hall left it short. And the Cats coming the other way, 4-on-3. Chandler in transition. You bet. Hard to find a hotter shooter in college basketball right now.
48% right in SEC play. Chandler lives in the slot, whether it's off of the pass or off of the dribble up. But you've got to sprint out and meet him and understand he is not a rim threat.
To start this game, here's Malachi Moreno. Matched up with Murphy. Powers inside for a little jump hook. He doesn't play like a freshman.
No, not at all. I mean, he gets his left shoulder into the chest of Murphy. Not easy to knock Murphy back off of the path for those Auburn drivers.
Right back to Aberdeen in the corner, and he splashes down his first triple of the night.
Kentucky comes in making just right at 8 threes a game, 37%.
Star guard in the last 4 has averaged 32 points against Auburn, highlighted by Josh Hubbard's 46 in the midweek, including 35 in the first half. Oweh, long 2, yes sir.
He is a tough bucket maker, Otega-Oweh.
Aberdeen launches. Moreno had his hands on it but couldn't squeeze it. Here's Freeman all the way to the paint and blocked by Diabate. That'll be off of Kentucky and off of Trent Noel.
Well, that's the type of game that Diabate has to bring when he steps on the floor. Bring some energy and some fight, some physicality, and that sums up Mo Diabate, 23 in blue from behind. That recovery, making guarded shots. Led the Big 12 in scoring last year. Can go for 25 about any night.
Top 20 in scoring this season. Then to shoot for Otega-Oweh. Muscles his way in, and he slices it off the glass.
That is his game right there, Otega-Oweh. He doesn't go around defender. He goes right through the chest and the chin of defenders.
Center the game for Auburn. Aberdeen back on the floor to run the point for the Cats. Diabate trying to work on Filip Jovic. Off the glass and in.
He is just shoots that ball with guts, because that was a very difficult shot. Jovic did a good job of staying squared up on the ball, and just a defensive mistake right off the bat to allow Auburn to grab a piece of that paint, and the 3-point shot's open.
Denzel Aberdeen with the bucket. Of course, he faced off with Auburn last year. Leading the nation in scoring, just shy of 25 a game. That foul was on Williams-Adams. Gave the ball back to Kentucky. Auburn leads by 6. Here's Chandler. Better from deep, but now mid-range floater good. He is hyper-athletic and has got big hops.
He is great in the last 4 minutes of a game, and he's Kentucky's best in a short clock.
Aberdeen with the screen from Moreno. I don't think any coach is saying, okay, let's leave him wide open.
No, they're not. No.
Moreno, late in the shot clock, banks it in.
Well, Auburn's playing small right now, and they got switched up a little bit with Murphy on the outside, so a good job by Moreno to understand it, exactly what both clubs want. And there's the mismatch inside. Look at Moreno with great hands, catches that thing and quickly gets it up before that defensive rotation from the weak side can come into play. Man, there's just not a lot of room for error. Because to your point, he could be a charge waiting to happen right now.
Here's Oweh behind Moreno's screen, drives, nifty with the kiss off the glass.
Well, there's our answer. Forget about that. Otega Oweh, just do what you do, right? Forceful downhill driver, and he loves to start on the left side, and this time he snakes his way through. Auburn trying to ice him and down him, not letting him come to that middle, and Oweh just sees the space created by that ice action. And man, what a strong, tough body. Tahad Pettiford just came off that thing and threw a strike.
10 of Auburn's 35 points have come on dunks already tonight. Oweh delivers an answer.
He knows one way to play the game. Get me the ball and get me downhill. And that's what Oweh does, even in that two-man game on the side, with the bounce coming downhill or without it. He
here, 2 of 5 Division I players playing for KK Megabet in the Adriatic League. Now he picks up Aberdeen and lost him with the spin move. Rebounded Yelovich and over his former teammate.
I just think he's going to save Kentucky a game down the stretch with his ability to pick and pop.
Pettiford loses Diabate. And Noah with the board. Here's Otega Oweh. Two-hand jam and Hall found him.
Why would Keyshawn Hall even get close in that situation? Oweh's in front of you. You're not going to take it away because he's going with it with two hands. Finesse finisher. And Otega Oweh, just, you're too valuable if you're Keyshawn Hall. He's out in front of you, let it go, and man, I don't know where the exact.
Well, they made it all the way to the second Final Four in school history last year. Chandler back to jam. Hoppy Chandler throws it down.
How good is that by Mark Pope to say, hey, to start the second half, Auburn's going to come out. They're going to overplay, pressure, they'll be ignited. We're going to run some burn action and burn that back cut off. Good. And you can come out of the timeout, and Chandler sets a flare screen, but then he just dives right out of it and burns that pressure off. The pass delivered up top so well.
An air ball in front of Aberdeen, and an attempted spike save ends up with Yelovich. Here's Yelovich for 3. Big one.
He's a very important guy for Kentucky going forward right now because of that ability right there. He's a 40% three-point shooter.
5 in the shot clock.
No foul.
All baseline, short. Moreno to Chandler. What a nifty pass to Otega Oweh. And the Cats are rolling now.
Colin Chandler just knows how to make winning plays. I mean, his awareness to get that ball, just a flip of the wrist to Otega Oweh, and a hot start owned by Kentucky in the second half. It's started off with a back cut burn action, but then Colin Chandler right here, that loose ball, boom, flip of the wrist from the left paw to Otega Oweh. No one better in this league got in front of the defense than 0-0.
Hall pushes. Hall all the way. And an empty possession. Here's Oweh with the run out. Another pass inside, and Garrison eventually converts.
I just talked about how Garrison has to give Mark Pope 3 or 4 good minutes. Man, what an effort play. Number 1 Ken Palm league in the country is the SEC this year. So but Stephen Pearl is a smart guy and brutally competitive like his dad.
Denzel Aberdeen.
Wow, how big was that?
Huge 3.
How big was that by Aberdeen? To not feel that shot clock pressure rise and fire. That third score that you have to be concerned with behind Pettiford and Hall.
Oweh down the lane. Nice kiss off the glass.
He went right at Keyshawn Murphy. Homa.
Freeman mid-range, no good. Noah the board. Dump off for Aberdeen in transition. Offensive rebound.
3 white jerseys watching, 1 blue jersey rebounding.
16th offensive rebound and another second chance bucket. Oweh's got 19 now.
It's just amazing. The ball knows if you don't rebound me as a defensive rebounder, the next time I got a chance to go in, and man, what a Terrific rebound in traffic by Kentucky for the two. The second half.
Owe waits in the corner. Aberdeen takes it himself and gets another. Second three this half for Denzel Aberdeen.
They are so good, those Kentucky guards at the under 4 minute mark. They are fearless. An extra cutter up top. And then that's what I'm talking about with Aberdeen. Those Kentucky guards are hard to close out. Cheerleader in the building is not wearing a skirt. It's Bruce Pearl.
He's dressed as a cheerleader before, though.
He has.
Here's Owe alone for three. Got it!
There you go. And that's that unguarded three that he has not been great at, but under pressure, like I'm telling you, under 4 minute mark, those Kentucky guards, man, they shoot that thing with their guts as much as anything.
Off of Auburn.
Owe has a very unique shot. We've talked about he sticks the ball out and then up. And Stephen Pearl knows, oh man.
Owe downhill. Got it off the glass. 5 straight for Owe.
Not a good call, a great call to fake Colin Chandler coming up with a ghost action. And Colin Chandler breaks it off and lets Owe get down that left side.
Tied at 68, 148 to go. Murphy for three. Yes!
Wow.
He is feeling it! Keyshawn Murphy has a career high, and Auburn is up by 3.
In a close game, we cannot let Colin Chandler get loose for a 3.
10 ties, 9 lead changes. Owe for 3. Fouled,
Why?
and he's going to the line!
Why, Tom, why? That's your best individual defender on the year. Critical mistake at a crucial time.
Owe 4 of 6. Melissa can't slam the table anymore. He's learning in his first year. Owe makes the second, one more coming. Any of those mistakes were scouting report mistakes, a lack of focus. Another monster night from Otega Owe. The last 4 lead guards against Auburn have gone for 25, 25, 31, and 46.
And have had their season or career high from the three-point line. And that's a big statement about your defense and lack of.
Pettiford turns it over. Aberdeen dumps it off for Owe. Garrison's follow falls off, and Hall's got another rebound.
The ones you absolutely have to make.
Keyshawn Hall is flirting with a triple-double as we approach the 1 minute mark.
And what does Stephen Pearl want to do offensively? He normally trusts 7 in white or 0 in white to handle that rock in isolation basketball one-on-one.
It's Hall now. 5 on the shot clock. Chandler got a piece of it. Owe out front, and Kentucky back in front. Under a minute to play. Owe's got a career-high 29. We have had 10 ties, 10 lead changes. Freeman now working on Diabate. Freeman not the first choice. Murphy's played like the first choice tonight. Breaks down Garrison. Short. Kentucky with the ball in the lead. Shot clock off. They got a foul, and Aberdeen will go to the line after Pettiford corralled it. It's the 6th foul this half against Auburn. Overton late to get to Aberdeen. Now he touches him with 18.8 remaining. First free throw attempt of the game.
81% in conference play, Denzel Aberdeen.
Three-point lead. Auburn is just 2 for 6 from 3 this half. Shot clock off. Here's Pettiford. Going for 2. Tied up by Aberdeen and will go to the line.
Well, that's the right play by Pettiford.
2 for 2 from the line. Pettiford had 21 in their matchup last year against Kentucky. Always switched spots about 3 times. Doesn't hamper Pettiford.
Yeah, you'd expect the Auburn to come with heavy pressure right now. They're not going to take a guy off the ball and have a center fielder, so a lot of pressure on these Kentucky guys to make 2 cuts to get open.
Chandler with the push
Wow,
off.
he got it.
It'll go to Auburn, down one with 14 seconds left.
You can't look at the monitor for a common foul call.
Well, we can look at it.
Right there's where the action is, and from that angle, you don't see anybody wrapping up another guy. Colin Chandler, a little bit of a push off. I can see why the call was made.
I feel like that is a routine play for a guard to get open against the press.
It is, because the defender also had his arm on his back now and get a stop.
14.3 left. Here's Murphy. 10 left. Hall works on Garrison. Picks up his dribble, 7 to play. Overton trying to shake Chandler. Blocked! Diabate to Auburn. For good! Freeman with the tip in, 1.1 remaining. And an injured Kevin Overton is on the floor in the middle of the paint. Here we go, final 1.2.
It's going to be the same play. Moreno's going to break up, and Ortega and Aberdeen are going to cross.
Chandler heaves. Here's Moreno. Tipped. They can't get it off. And Auburn outlasts Kentucky to snap a 5-game losing streak. The bubble won't burst tonight for the Tigers. Stephen Pearl told his team, you deserve to celebrate. I want to do it with you. They will.
Very similar play. Colin Chandler's the quarterback. He's trying to get it to Moreno, but Keyshawn Murphy is all of 6'11" long, and he's experienced. Makes a little bit of a gamble to get out in front of that basketball, but man, what a great job by Murphy to time it up top, and Moreno couldn't come up with it. And Stephen Pearl exhales and gets ready to celebrate for the first time in the last 5 games.
Meanwhile, Kentucky has lost 3 straight in the league for the first time since February of 21. Cats have to regroup. Auburn has. It's a 1-point win for Stephen Pearl and Auburn. And as college basketball Saturday rolls on, let's get to the Marriott Center in Provo, Utah. For BYU and Iowa State with Sean Farnham, here is Dave Fleming.